Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about, I think I'm going to start talking a lot about conspiracy theorists. I have, over the years, done videos. I have more than one channel about conspiracy theorists, and I think I'm just going to continue doing that on the channels that I use. Not all the time, but most of the time. I have been doing the thing of downloading videos from different channels and moving them around, and I like that feature now. Yeah, and some of them are older, but anyway, I have several videos I want to put up that were before what I was searching for last night. Okay, and last night, what it was I was searching for was, what does it say in the Bible about conspiracy theorists? And I really didn't find, well, I found some that's, I think what happened, I think I'm saying it backwards here. Before that, before looking online, I was actually reading something in the Bible because I wanted to, read something about narcissistic behaviors and to start from the beginning. And it's, you can look under 2 Timothy 3, and it talks about narcissistic people. They don't put it as narcissistic, but you get the gist. So I started with 1 Timothy, the first book of Timothy, and started reading that. And so I could start from there, and read through 2 Timothy too. 2 Timothy. T-O-O. Anyway, I'm messing this all up. But anyway, one of the things that I started reading, I can't remember now. I was trying to put it in my mind. I think it was 1 Timothy 6 and 6 chapter verses 3 through 5 or 6, something like that. But what I was reading, I wasn't looking for conspiracy theories, I don't think. What I was reading was basically saying that about people who are conspiracy theorists, and not in a good way. Okay, and then I started looking at it for different ones inside the book, the Bible that I had, and then online. Now, the interesting thing was, one of the things before that, I'm doing this backwards, like I said. Before that, I was doing something, cleaning up in my office, and I have a whole, bookshelves and everything. I was looking at one of the bookshelves, and one of the books was kind of poking out, and I was like, why is it like that? All the rest of them, I don't know if I was dusting or what, but and I looked at the book, and it was a Bible. And it was one I don't remember buying, but apparently I did, and it was a different version. Now, I like the King James version because the other ones, well, like this one, I'm not going to say which one it was, but I was reading it, and it's like, it just seemed like what I've heard on TV, written like that. It could be I just didn't read much of it, When I picked it up later on, I read, and I was, like I said, for starting off with the first book of Timothy. Paul's writing to Timothy or something. Anyway, so it was interesting all around, for it to happen this way. And, I'm not one that believes in, there was something mystical, magical, or something about it that it just happened that way. And I do, I'd woken up, now I'm going backwards again. I woke up real early yesterday morning, like I usually do, usually around the 4 o'clock hour. And for a couple of hours, I was, like I said, dusting, cleaning, moving stuff around. And one of my thoughts was, I want to start doing videos again about conspiracy theories that have actual, factual, by real scientists about conspiracy theories. And I had a bunch that I had printed out, and lo and behold, I found those too. So it's a whole bunch of string of things, that happened yesterday, and I had made a video. Now I don't remember when I made the video. So about this, anyway, I took it off one channel and put it on this, this one, and made it public just a little while ago. So it's on my mind. Whew. Yeah, guys, and now more. So you got all that. It was just a string of things. And one of the things while, looking at all up in all this, during all that while yesterday, some of it was about gossip. They're talking about this in a bad light. Things like gossip and conspiracy theories and the websites, all of it was so much, pointing back to the Bible that, now, I don't know if it was that or something else is to avoid these people or something like that. But also, I want to do more searching for it, because what do you do when these people are, putting out information, these conspiracy theorists, and I'm not talking about the ones that you see on TV, but just, or maybe so, yeah. But they're putting out this information that can really do harm to people. And what is a person's position to do when you see this? Like the people who are putting out there not to wear masks. Okay, let's just get down to that part. The people who kept telling everybody, oh, you don't have to wear a mask, oh, you shouldn't, and the ones who say they know better than the scientists. That's actually, this people who want to have, who think they know better than, just because they think they do. They don't have the credentials to even judge that professional, but they do, and then they say that they know better than the professionals. That's actually, in reading Narcissistic Personality Disorder, the traits and all that, you'll find it in there. Not putting those words, of course, but they want to. I have them somewhere here. Let me get that. I have my little Diagnostic Criteria from DSM-IV-TR, American Psychiatric Association, little book. What do you call those little books? I can't remember now. But anyway, under Narcissistic Personality Disorder, it has the number one. One has grandiose sense of self-importance, e.g. exaggerates achievements and talents. Okay. Expects to be recognized as superior. Okay, they expect to be recognized as superior without commensurate achievements. Okay, let's think about that. Let's really think about that. Oh, where's the other one? Is preoccupied with fantasies and unlimited success. Hold on a second. Okay, I went and looked for my notes I had actually taken out of the DSM about it, and I took those out of it a long time ago. Long time ago. Oh, and of course I'm going through them and I can't really find what I'm looking for. But basically, some of it is like they routinely overestimate their abilities. Okay, and like I had said. Inflate their accomplishments. Inflate their accomplishments. Let's see what else. They may be surprised when praise isn't given. Because like I had said in that video, some people, when they hear people like that go on and they say that they know better, or they, like I said, they don't have the credentials to say that person doesn't know what they're doing, that scientist, but they'll still do it, and then they'll say what they think, and that they know. Sometimes they say they know, okay, better than that scientist, and they don't have even a degree. Oh my goodness. And that's part of it. That and then whenever somebody doesn't, some people will say no. They'll, like on video or something, they'll give them thumbs downs or the thumbs down, thumb down, yeah. Or they'll leave them really really mean, angry, or just direct to the point you are wrong, and you're putting out misinformation and disinformation, and you could possibly harm people. You're giving out medical advice when last I heard. I haven't left any comments, but last I heard, that's illegal. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I'm not anybody in the legal field. But last I heard, yeah, giving out medical advice is illegal. But some of them I have seen in various people I know in person, okay, in my life, they'll say, well, the doctor doesn't know what they're talking about. Wow. Oh my goodness. But they, like I said, what I wrote out of that book, the DSM, they may be surprised when praise isn't given to them. They're so shocked that people don't just flock to them. Or some of them will say that people flock to them and watch their channel because they want to learn so much from them. That might not be it. They just looking for a good example of, Anyway, but like I was saying, I was looking, through the Bible and everything, and about gossip. Now, I have done videos on one of my channels, like a year ago, maybe, a few videos about gossip. When is it gossip and when is it actually helping? The purpose is to help others. Just keeping up with what's going on with your neighbor, it's something friendly. Now, there's malicious gossip. That's bad. Okay, and then there's just keeping up. So, some people may call it gossip when you tell, our neighbor, they got a new car. Just make it brief, make it something short. So, some people will say, well, you're gossiping. No, you're not. Or say, just something simple like that. Now, when you say, when you go down the road, you take from that and you just run down that road of, oh, there's a conspiracy and da-da-da-da-da, and that's a big thing. That's not good. That's not good. That's what I was saying. I was reading in the Bible. That's not good. When people are making, talking bad about their neighbor. Now, I have a neighbor that I mentioned in that video who watches me. I mention this because it worries me. It's a concern of mine that a neighbor is watching me. Like I come out and sit out here and, do my videos. The first time, like I said in that video, first time, I've said in many videos, first time you see me do it, I would probably wonder what my neighbor was doing. But after that, and it's going on a year now, around a year, maybe there's an issue there. Okay, see, that's a difference. There's a difference. But when somebody just wants to gossip about their neighbor, that's not a good thing. That's, like I said, it was in there. And it's that whole conspiracy theory. Now, I did make another video on the channel. I just don't remember which one. Which was, about that whole thing of, have you ever watched somebody's video and every sentence, not every sentence, I'm not a dichotomous thinker, but most of them, let's say most of their sentences are leading up to a conspiracy theory. That's, a conspiracy. Somebody's conspiring against them, or, him or her, the group, or the two of them, the group, and then it could go to one side, everybody's conspiring against one side, or all. And most of what they say is leading up to that one. Then the next, once they finish that one, they'll lead to another conspiracy. Once they finish that one, they'll talk about something else that'll lead up to another conspiracy. And let's say it's on video. I know people like that. But, my mother was a conspiracy theorist. But I've not really known anybody who, in person, who's done this. But I have seen them online. That everything, I keep saying everything. I heard too many of them say everything. But most everything is leading to some kind of conspiracy. And then to hear that, somebody like that say, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Yes, you are. If everything is that the government's out to get you, the people in the grocery store out to get you, people, are out to get him, her, them, everybody, like I said earlier, whatever. It also sounds quite paranoid. So I'm not diagnosing anybody. But to me, what I've seen a lot of people do is these are conspiracy theories. And what people call conspiracy theories. But really, that kind of thinking can be harmful. If everything is, no matter what, they're out to get you. Okay, no matter what. You know, I think it's under which one's schizophrenia, but I'm not sure which one. But anyway, that's one of section I hardly ever studied. Seriously, when I was studying, working on a PhD in counseling and developmental psychology, that's one I didn't study. That and what used to be called multiple personality disorder, dissociate identity disorder. I always get that wrong. I don't know why, because I didn't study much of it. And the borderline was something that I don't recall hearing when I was younger. Okay, when I was studying. So anyway. This is all over the place, but I'm hearing something. A dog. I don't know where the dog that I'm hearing is. So, we have a lot of people, everybody out here that I know has dogs. So I'm just not knowing where is it coming from. Anyway, what was I looking for? Okay, another one was, let me get back to this. So I had stopped there for a second. But underestimation or devaluation of contributions of others. I mean, this is the same kind of thing to me. Is they want to devalue what people are saying, what scientists are saying. That's the goal. Does seem to say no, they're wrong, but now listen to me. I'll tell you how it is. That kind of attitude. Because they have that, I'm not diagnosing with a disorder, they have that kind of behavior, that narcissistic behavior, that narcissistic mindset. They are better. They know better. Okay? They know better than scientists who actually go out there and do the work, earn the degrees, do the work for the actual research to find the facts. No. They'll say they don't know what they're talking about and that they've done their research. And the research is looking for, like I had said in that video, looking for people who, confirmation bias, people who say the same thing or look the same way they do, that is against the scientists. Anyway. And then they call that research. And that's not research. It's not how it works. It's just not how it works. So it's not factual. It's just what they made up in their minds. And they want to believe it. And that kind of thing can harm people. Telling people not to wear masks, that can harm them. But see, some of them don't have, they lack the empathy. They don't care. They really don't care. As long as they're getting, some of it is just so they can get attention. Okay, some of it's money, it can be money. There's a variety of things that they can want to get out of it. Yeah. So they don't care. If they're harming other people, they don't care. So, anyway. Okay, I should get on down the line with this one. But, what I was looking up, it said that about gossip, it said that about also slander, and that's a big thing that I've seen with people, who do this, is they will slander people. Some of it is the smear campaign, the slander, the smear campaign, behind somebody's back. I've seen that my whole life. I'm serious, since I was young, people doing that. So it wasn't online. I'm 57. We didn't have online back then. But you're just smearing people's good name behind their backs because of what they want to gain themselves, and they want to put the other person down when it's all lies. Okay, and I've mentioned this before about people who are using memes, 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 whether they're just looks like a poster, or the videos that are doctored to say something, do something negative against the person that it's about, and they'll use those as fact. Okay, they'll use those to slander people. Okay, now there is a difference between when people can actually see truth, not what somebody has doctored, but the truth, the facts. I shouldn't say truth, I should say fact. But they're not going to allow that. They're going to take everything that is good and make it bad about the people they want to slander, the people that they want to be against. And it really bothers me that some of them say, how are we ever going to be, united if we're so divided? And they say that the other side is dividing, and then they'll sit there and just go on and on and on, blaming that other side and talking bad about them, slandering them, making lies up about them, making conspiracy theories about them, on and on and on. Okay, non-stop. And the fact that they can't see that that's what they're doing, they're actually doing. I'm an independent, by the way. I'm not on either side of their fences. But the fact that they can't see that that's what they're doing is disturbing. Seriously. If a person is going to go out and say the other side is causing all this while they're slandering them, seriously, taking things that are not at all fact and trying to say that they're fact just because making up some crazy stories. I've known somebody since I was born who, when I was old enough to see it, made up crazy stories that were nowhere near what had actually happened in any situation for anybody, but knew from childhood how to twist to get their way, twist stories. Anyway, where I was going with all this was in the Bible. I want to, delve deeper into it, learn what it was. I mean, think, the Bible, how long ago people were talking about this stuff. And I could even go and look at, I'll just start there. Okay. Even before then, talking about these things, and these are the people to avoid, or these are the people to, when are things righteousness, when somebody should stand up to them, what somebody shouldn't do. But these people who are this, and who are claiming to be Christian, all the while they're bad-mouthing everybody on what is their opposite side, as they see it. Anybody, they come up with anything, and then they mock them, they laugh at them, laugh when the person gets, these are people who, what is it called, schadenfreude, they get a thrill out of it. When other people are hurt, harmed, that is, when I see that, I cringe. My goodness, how can somebody be that disturbed? And a lot of what is said about certain types of conspiracy theorists is that they have a mental issues, mental problem or problems. Okay, that's factual. That's not just what I want to say. That's factual. It's not what some conspiracy theorist wants to say. It's factual. But with these types I've known since I was born, no. Yeah, they're not going to believe actual fact. And then instead they're going to say anything that's fact is them out to get us. They're out to get us. They want to use that to throw out a conspiracy theory. And it's sad. But anyway, while I do my journey on this topic, I've mentioned another one that I'm doing a spiritual, some would say religious journey about these kinds of things and more. And plus, like I said, actual research, not some conspiracy theorist. Actual research done by professionals, done by the people who are educated in those fields. Not somebody who's narcissistic, who wants to say they know better, they know more than those professionals. So, anyway, I got work to do on myself with all this. I really do. Yeah. And I am definitely not perfect with any of it. I've said that. That's why I'm doing this journey. One of the reasons, not just one, there's not just one, but to get to where I am living, a good, holy life as the person I am, a social and behavioral scientist, and a Christian. Anyway, wrapping this up. Talk to you on another video.